All right, so it's your favorite money mindset coach here, right? Got a guess? You want to introduce yourself? She's too cool, right? She's too cool. There
I'm Serena.
you go. So the money mindset coach and Serena here with this interview. Um, so Serena, you're still in school, right? So have you? I wanted to ask you a question, right? And I think this is really important. Have you heard the words financial literacy in school?
In school?
In school, right? So just skipping around here. I know we had a kind of a flow that we wanted to do, but the most reason why you see the biggest reason why you see, you know, the elderly, and this is no disrespect to the elderly, right? At Walmart or something as a greeter is because I mean the education system is pretty much almost exactly the same since they were in school compared to when you're in school now.
I can back
Back that, right? So the reason why I asked you about financial literacy is because if I asked you another question, if I gave you $1 million right now, or I gave you a penny every day for a month and doubled it, which one would you pick? It's a good decision. Well, this is actually the right decision because if you'd have took the $1 million, you would have shorted yourself like $2.5 million. Because every day for a month and double it, you're looking at almost $3 million, or over $3 million, right? So that's just an example of compounding. That's not everything that financial literacy is based on, but I mean that's a big strong point about financial literacy is letting your money work for you. It's assets over liabilities. And financial literacy, that's pretty much the backbone of it, right? So, what about the word entrepreneur? You heard that?
that. Well, yeah.
You've heard it before, but have
In
you
stories.
have you heard it in school?
Yeah, I heard it in stories when we read stories.
Hmm,
And like you have to like write something about it.
that's good. Do they elaborate on it? Like, do they really talk about
No,
it?
I mean like in like stories like math problems, stuff like that. Or like in like it'll just be like a story in language arts. And you'll just be like,
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
yeah, one of
So your teacher's not really like saying, "Oh, this what this word means is entrepreneur." So it's not a focus of like it's not a focus in class at all. Financial literacy. I mean, the reason why I ask you these questions is because I didn't learn about it for a very long time, and it wasn't in school. I mean, honestly, I don't think if it wasn't for like YouTube and the access to information we have these days, I don't think it would be, I would even know anything about it. Maybe a few things, but not majority of it. 90% of the knowledge, right? So, the way you're able to retire is pretty much, it's not just about saving money. It's you want your money working for you. So when you buy assets is you spending your money to buy something, and whatever this thing is going to appreciate in value. So it's going to make you more money. So that is, huh? Exactly. So a liability is something that you buy and it actually decreases in value. So it doesn't have the same value that it had when you bought it. And you being able to retire is based on the accumulation of these assets that you are able to purchase and have working for you so you can retire and go live out your dreams and not have to work day to day to make money, right? So when you're not relying on your paycheck, and you can have some things saved in your bank account, right? Not some things, but you can have some money saved up, right, in an account that's just appreciating, which would be like a high yield. High yield meaning that they're giving you interest on your money. So you have the money in there and the money is gaining 4%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's not losing money. And the more you have in there, the more the not the more percentage, but the more you'll make because that 4% is based on what you have. So you have $100 in there, you're gonna make $4. You have $200, you're gonna make $8. Right? The more you have, the more that 4% is worth. Right? So And all these things I knew nothing about. Now, if you just have like your regular checking account that you open up at any bank, you're pretty much losing money when you keep it in there. The bank is just using your money to make more money. Some, yeah, not all, but some. And so they might give you a free one for a month. Meaning you'll have to pay probably 60 days after, right? Pretty much, right? I'm just like, it's 2026.
Right.
Just, there's nothing wrong with what I'm about to say. I graduated in '07. And I'm just like, in almost 20 years, the school system hasn't even tried to upgrade or like do anything. I'm just,
If anything, they're decreasing what we're learning. Because I remember I had this conversation with Conscience, and he was like, "Serene, how don't you know what?" It was some black activist or whatever. Not racism, by the way. Just stating that he's a black activist. And he's like,
mhm.
"How don't you know who he is?" And I was like, I never even learned about slavery. He was like, "How?" And I was like,
Yeah, they actually changed that. Yeah.
"Yeah."
So it's like they're taking stuff out and they're not replacing it with anything,
And also
right?
books, they're like editing out parts that they
Oh
don't.
yeah, for sure. For sure. And I'm just like, it's just this stuff is doesn't really make any sense. I'm just like, and the thing about it is like I'm like, they have special schools. It's like it's crazy because it's like yeah, it all depends on the school you go to, right? But it's like it's crazy because it's like, okay, if you go to a public school, then you're literally learning the bare minimum. But now if your parents pay for a school, now they actually care about what you learn. And and my thing is, you know, the government says in the Constitution, we the people. But well, you make a valid point because it's, the backbone of the government is capitalism. So I mean, I guess you have to make a choice. It's, socialism or capitalism, which I don't understand why there's not a medium. You know, it's you vote for these politicians, and at the end of the day, like I said, you send your kids to school to learn something to be successful, and the education is based on your parents' tax bracket.
Yeah.
Based on what your parents make is what your kids are going to learn. So I don't really know where we go from there because I'm like, how fast the world is advancing. School stays the same. I mean, and it's like eventually my thing is, if technology is advancing, right? And I want to know how you feel about this. If technology is this far ahead and the school system is back here, technology is only doing more and more and more for you to meet your basic needs, then how smart is society going to be as a whole? Because not everybody is going to meet that tax bracket to pay for their kids to go to the fifth grade. It's like you want your kids to go to college, so you save up for that. But it's like, unless you're paying for your kid to go through first through fourth and fifth, and then sixth through 12, you got to pay for all these years just for your kid to have some type of basic grade school education. Grade school. I'm just talking about grade school before they even get to college.
I said knowledge.
Yeah, knowledge. Yeah, yeah. I thought you said college. Like I said, with AI advancing so fast, I'm just wondering where we are as a people. Not even just talking about individuals now anymore. I'm just like, where do we go from here?
So where we go from here, honestly, is making AI have limits. Because I remember seeing this
That's a
TikTok
great
video.
point.
Yeah, I remember seeing this TikTok video, and it was like, remember final testing is coming up, and they were saying, I'm low key cooked because I use AI for every assignment, and I was like, they're using AI in school for homework, outside of school. It's just like, where's the learning? Like you're not even learning.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because like one point, I feel this is opinion, my opinion is if AI is advancing so much, it's you're giving these bare minimum, like you said, bare minimum knowledge or curriculum that really has no benefit, right? I get it, it's critical thinking, but it has no benefit. So why not teach something that's going to benefit society? Why not teach people something that they're going to actually be able to use in 2026, not 2020 or not 2002, like yo, like or not 1979, because in all those years, like you said earlier, if they're basically taking stuff out
Yeah.
and they're not putting nothing back in.
The only thing they're putting in is more ways to the same thing. Like Alabama, how many letters? Okay, 9. And I don't know how many letters, but okay, 9. Then you multiply 9 by Alabama. That's the new way of how you do multiplication. That's easier. Okay?
You make a very great point. It's like they're teaching you 17 different ways to
Do
do the same math
and if you
problems.
don't do it in their way, you fail. That's basically how life works. If you don't do it that
Oh
way,
man, that is a. I'm sorry, that is hilarious because that is a great point. I'm like, it's 2026, and we're learning the same way to do this. We're learning a new way. Excuse me, sorry for doing the old way, and I'm gonna get an F on this assignment,
right?
because I need to do the new way.
My way or no way. That's narcissistic.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just like if we're not teaching people, for one, financial literacy, but for two, I mean, I don't understand why we don't have a a vibe coding class at this point for fifth or sixth grader, like
Coding class?
a vibe coding,
Like coding.
vibe coding. You don't have to even know about how to code, and you can create your own app. With AI helping you, you can learn how to make your own app by vibe coding. That's where we're at right now. But you can't, huh?
That's what we're already doing?
Yeah, it's people doing that all the time. They're creating companies like this, creating their own app, and they don't even know a bit about coding. Went to a conference, shameless plug by the way, InvestFest, and they had a whole class on it, vibe coding. That's where we're at in 2026. It's like I don't understand why we're not learning this in school.
Because they don't want, they just want, they're low key dumbing us down so that they can, like, it's easier to do what they want to do.
Well, internet. I mean, I don't.
That's a stretch, but
I didn't really want to take it here, but I kind of feel like we're already there. I'm just like, why not at this point? Might as well open the door. We're standing right at the door. Um, but when you got, like, again, I say as a society, so I'm like, we're talking about people basically, getting dumber. I mean, let's just call it what it is, a spade a spade. I'm trying to be politically correct here, but for what?
it is
As
what it is.
as a society, I mean, it is. It's what's happening. It's what's going on. So people are getting dumber as a whole, right? That's what we're teaching in our schools, public schools. By the way, this is all public school knowledge. Well, yeah, I mean charter school as well. Some. We're not gonna say all. Some charter schools as well, right? But I'm like, that's where we're at. And like I said, unless you're paying for your kids' curriculum from kindergarten all the way up to a master's degree, unless you're paying for all of that school, then you're learning pretty much almost nothing that is going to be useful in 2026. So if that's the case, then I mean, where do we really go as a people when AI is taking so many jobs? Because people make the argument, oh, when they had factories, then that created the people that were assembling the product. Then they made the factory for the machine that put it all together, That created more jobs because people had to fix the machines. I'm like, yeah, sure, bro. Back in 1975. But if you literally look at the data, the jobs that AI is taking and technology is taking, they're not being replaced, bro. Yeah, it might create a few jobs here, but if it took 30,000 jobs from people, if it took 30,000 jobs, that means 30,000 people lost their job. And now only 5,000 people get this new job that is created from the 30,000 people losing their job. How does that math?
It doesn't.
It's like there's still 25,000 people that don't have a job. You gave five, you took 30,000, gave 5,000. What happens to the other 25,000?
They have to find a new job or just.
Right. So and those jobs aren't coming back, and it's just it keeps moving forward. It's like and it's moving really fast, like very very fast. Like so with that happening, I'm just like, where do we go from here? Because eventually, if that math's not mathing, people still keep having babies. So
if you think about it, the people who are in school right now, they don't really, they're not telling us about the AI and stuff like that.
that's what I'm saying.
It's
So
like, how do they get jobs?
there's literally a statistic right now that's more people with a college degree than people without a college degree don't have a job. They can't find one. So people are going to college, paying all this money for college, getting out of college, can't find a job. Person that didn't go to college, they're getting a job.
And on top of that, yesterday we were at the store. Yesterday, yeah, we were at the store, and this lady, she was a nurse, and she was like, we were talking about basically about America, like we're talking about right now. And she was like, "Oh, I can't even. I'm a nurse and I can't find a job." And she was like, she lost her job like during COVID, and she's like, she said that she has to go through AI, and if you don't agree to AI going and looking through your survey, like your resume,
Yeah,
then you can't
yeah,
get a
yeah.
job.
That's a fact. I mean, it's a fact. I mean, if you there's no way around it. AI is here. It's not going anywhere, and it's moving really fast, right? And it's like, you know, the point I was gonna make is just like, eventually, I don't wanna go
Too deep.
too deep, but it's like you get to the point to where I don't necessarily know if there's gonna be enough jobs created for the amount of people that need the jobs.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do.
So what does that mean? That goes back. I'm tying all of this in. That goes back to the original thing that I was telling you about. And that is financial literacy. That's the word entrepreneurship. You pretty much got to create your own job, right? But if you're not learning anything about this in school,
How do you do it?
yeah, and it's like, you need some type of something to get started for entrepreneurship. So how do you even go and find a job, or have that financial literacy to put money to the side to even start it, or to get an actual loan, which a bank will give you a loan to start a company. But if you don't know anything about this stuff, it's like now you got to learn all of this. You just spent all this time learning about nothing that's even relative to 2026, and now you got to learn all this new stuff. Like, when you could have been actually spending that time at least being able to create your own way. If America is built on capitalism, why isn't our school system capitalistic or representative of that? Because it's like, yeah, it's built on capitalism. So I mean, I get it. You want us to pay for school, but it's like, in the same token, the government is also based on capitalism. So why isn't the government funded education not based on entrepreneurship or financial literacy to drive this capitalism forward, right? And to keep America.
Well, what I say to that is they don't want us to be capitalistic. They want the same people who are there to stay there. And I feel like that's really all there is to say. There's not even much explaining to do.
When you say same people, what do you mean?
Like the same rich people, the same, like they want the people in office, their children, to continue.
So the politician wants their kids to what?
To continue in their place and do what they want to do.
Oh, okay. So I get what
Like
you're saying.
the other,
Yeah. You know, the influence of the politician and the stuff they believe in, the laws they support, you know, everything that they support, if their child grows up and,
yeah,
you know, they pass this, they end up running in politics and they get elected based off of, you know, their reputation, they're pretty much going to keep things the same.
yeah. What I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is they want their people to continue and stay in office and for things to stay their way.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's only a two-party system. So,
Yeah, exactly.
and if there's nobody representing the change, how is it going to change?
Like
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is a great conversation.
flow state.
Flow state for sure. It's a mindset coach here. I think we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna do more videos like this for sure. We had Serena here, which is a great guest, great guest. More like a co-host for sure. So I hope you guys got all of that. I mean, I know it was a lot. I do want to do like closing arguments here. I'm not a lawyer, but you know, just want to wrap this up because I know we talked about a lot. We spoke a lot. You know, all this ties into that you pretty much got to take care of your own education. You know, when it comes to learning anything that's gonna like really benefit you, the way this world is moving right now, I
It's
mean,
not going to be handed to you how
it's
you think it will.
for sure you got to put in that work. I mean, but the way the world is changing really fast, really. I mean, technology is just moving.
Just 2024, there was basically AI was horrible. Now
Yeah,
we have people who you can't believe are AI. You're like,
yeah. I mean, listen, dude, AI is making music. It's real out here. Like there's AI artists. Like
millions of followers.
it doesn't make any sense, you know. And I mean, I get it. I'm not against AI. I just
I
the
wish there would be
the
some.
regulations. The
Yeah.
government has to catch up to this, right? It's because you know it gets to the point to where the world is moving faster than the government is able to regulate it. You know how long before something comes out that just is literally displaces or disrupts, the word is the word I'm looking for, disrupts a big part of society. And like I was talking about earlier, you know, you lose 30,000 jobs, you only put 5,000 back. What happens to the other 25,000? That's a lot of people. And that's just one company. I'm not going to specifically name names with these companies. Do your research. It's happening. Like it did. It's news.
Some.
We're not gonna do that.
Do it.
We're not gonna do that. But
Amazon. We need Amazon.
this is the real news. That's not even really real unless you are actually doing the research and it's in your algorithm. Because hey, whatever is in your algorithm, you're gonna be fed 24/7, like nonstop, 24/7. And if it's a bunch of cat videos, then that's all you're going to be learning about every day. And the only thing you're going to learn about is the cat over in Switzerland that got stuck in the tree. And
the panther cat who got his school shut down because people thought it was a bobcat.
And that is going to be your breaking news. The 30,000 jobs that was lost and only 5,000 was given back. You're not going to know anything about it. And you're going to be out there filling out applications for the jobs that don't exist no more.
Oh dang. No, that would actually be crazy.
Right. So it's your favorite mindset coach here, man. Do your own research. Take care of your own education. So whatever you're watching this on, man, I mean, honestly, you have these tools out here and education is more available than it ever has been. Right?
Yeah.
And you know, you're gonna go pay $30,000 to get a piece of paper that you might not even be able to get a job for. So, not against college. I'm just simply stating facts here. That's all I want to do is help get this information out there, get it into more people's algorithm, right? People that really don't even know what's going on and how fast the world is moving, but they need to do something. and they don't know the first step to take, that's what this video is for. Is because, you know, information without execution is worthless. Education, knowledge, whatever you want to call it, without execution is worthless. But if you don't even know the information and you're out here making moves, and you might be taking 10 steps backwards and don't even know it.
It's like headphones without music. No. Broken headphones on. No. It's like
That's
it's
actually
like
a great
sound
metaphor.
without your ears.
Yeah. I mean,
sound and you're not listening.
Yeah. Just tying it all in. We're in an interesting time. But that's what I got for you today, family. More content like this coming soon. Like, follow, share, comment, by the way. Want to hear feedback? Peace, family.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Peace.